Welcome and welcome back, everybody. Tabletop Toki here. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. We'll get into that as we continue in the stream here, just making sure everything's working. Hello if you're joining live. Hello if you're watching in the future. As you saw, this is my birthday week. So my birthday is actually tomorrow. And despite still having some limitations working with my hands due to some injuries that I sustained this past month, we're going to do our best to do a board game unboxing of some games from our sponsor Noble Knights that actually came in last month, but I was not able to do an unboxing due to these injuries. And we also have a lovely game from our friends over at DVC Games, and I have a little mini order from Button Shy of games that I'm looking forward to and expansions that I'm looking forward to. So this unboxing may not be as detailed as some of our other unboxings. Again, just we're working with what we got here, but I'm excited to jump into it and share some of these new games with y'all. Some really fun, exciting ones. Check out some that I have never gotten to play before. There's a whole variety of things. So I think we're going to get started first here with our game from DVC Games. So this is a new up-and-coming title called Pact. I'm just going to put this off to the side here. So this is from designer Ben Bryn, illustrated by Guinevere Singley. Really beautiful Celtic designs here. And it says, in Celtic legend, Fae folk align themselves with courts of influence over the ancient lands. In pacts, you shall rule one of these two courts facing your eternal opponent in a duel of wits. Before starting, each of you will gain the assistance of mythological creatures such as dragons, banshees, and selkies to give you the edge. Each round, cards are dealt where one player will split the possible actions between two piles, while the other will select who gets which pile. You will see each place move and remove influence across 6 regions, and you will see who rules these sacred places seeking majority control. Will you create the best deals for yourself and come to rule over this great isle? Ooh, okay. So 2 players, 20 minutes, ages 10 and up. So it's a 2-player I cut you choose with some area control, which is really interesting. I'm not a huge fan of area control myself personally, but the idea of an I cut you choose that influences that sounds really fun. And I think my main personal challenge with area control games is the fact that oftentimes there's a lot of king making, right? Where you need a 3rd player to balance things out. So I'm actually really excited to see how this works in a 2-player game. I think of any situation where area control is involved, other than just solo or, you know, cooperative in a competitive environment, I think this would be it. And we have our lovely inlay, as we do with DVC games, that just make it super easy to learn, pick up, and teach. I believe when they reached out, they said that this is one of their easier games to learn and teach as well. Really streamlined, so we can see the rule book is very concise. Really great iconography and examples there, and we have some variants as well. We have some gorgeous pieces here with our first 2nd player DVC's kind of signature cloth board, matte instead of an actual board, which is really nice. Let's see, let's open this bad boy up. I'm a little limited on pinching motions due to, I have, for those of y'all who haven't heard this already, I sustained some pretty challenging tendinitis in my younger years as a musician, so I have to be super careful with my hands, and I was not coming into the new year, so the pinching motion and the squeezing motions right now are kind of challenging, but look at this board though, so gorgeous. I love that. All right. Okay, so we have our board, and then we have our different cards. Also a big fan of mythologies from all sorts of different places, Celtic mythology being one of them. Speaking of music, one of my first tattoos was of inspired by Celtic myth about Canola and how she invented the first harp. Hey Danny, thank you. Thanks for joining. Hope you've been well. We have these really, I love these font as well. going to take that. We have our player cubes, just nice black and white colors, very minimalistic there. All right. Ooh, and we have our cards. And there's a Kelpie on top, one of my favorite mythological creatures. Love to see that. Okay. Wowie. So gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is Owen Selkie is my other favorite. As far as area control games go, this is like about as exciting as it can get. Hey, thanks for joining. And thank you. Are you currently at sea or on land? Okay, and then we have our different cards here for, it looks like, scoring the different areas. We have different colors and different things that you can do. So these must be the actions that you are divvying up between you and your partner for that I Cut You Choose. I will say one of my favorite 2-player games of all time, Hanamakoji, also has some I Cut You Choose in it. So like I said, I'm really excited to see how this one plays, since it is also a 2-player game with I Cut You Choose, but has that area control element to it. So really excited. Again, huge thank you to DVC Games for just being awesome and putting out cool games, and also sending us some copies to check out here on the channel. Since it's 2-player, I can't really do a solo party video on it, but I'm definitely going to be sharing my thoughts on it in this month's wrap-up video. So stay tuned for that, and maybe over on Instagram if we can make that happen. On land in Mexico. Nice. Hey, perfect timing. All right, so there's that. I think next I'm going to open up my little mini Button Shy order. Very excited because one of the games that we did a preview for here on the channel, Embers, is finally has its full release, and I did not want to miss out on that one. So we have Embers from designer Stephen Armini. Y'all can check out the full solo party video if you haven't already, but it's a tower defense game where you have different heroes that have different abilities, different monsters and events that you're combating, trying to last through the night without running out of fire or being overrun by monsters. We have our different heroes here that you can play as, their upgraded sides, and our little timer here to see if you can make it through the night. Yeah, love this one. So very excited that we finally have the full copy. And then I also have a few little expansions in here. So I'm going to grab Tides, from our buddy Mike Berg. This is a new expansion for Tides, which is really exciting. It has 6 new cards, including treasure chests and doubloons. Ooh, so doubloons are wilds and treasure chests help you carry more. So if you're not familiar with Tides, I also did a solo party on this video, or a solo party video on this game way back in the day. And it's a solo or 2-player game where you're collecting different items and then turning them into various different jewelry, sculptures, etc., from the beach. So I have loved this game, continue to play it, continue to share it. So I'm really excited that there's some new content here for it with this mini expansion. All right, just checking stream here. Did we have a hiccup? Are we back? Okay, so yeah, very excited to add this to my copy of Tides. And then the last expansion in here actually goes with one of the games from my Noble Knight order. So we will come back to that in a moment. Yeah, it's a really like fresh, little cute theme. I think it's really nifty. So, okay, I'm gonna set this off to the side because, like I said, this goes with something from my Noble Knight order. And shout out to Noble Knights, especially the fact that they've been so helpful and patient with me this past month while I have not been able to make as much content as I normally would or would like to. So there's that link in the description if you want to get yourself a treat. You know, it's like it's a birthday celebration, so you deserve a game, right? Right? That's how that works. So I'm gonna leave the box on the floor and bring games up. Okay, so first big game, we have Unlock Enchanted Adventures. Hey, thank you. So if y'all are not familiar with the Unlock games, they are a series of room escape games. The Unlock series is my personal favorite. I've tried Exit, I've tried Duckscape, I've tried a couple other little ones, but for me, Unlock is really top tier as far as room escape games go. So this is the newest 3 scenarios. Okay, let's take a quick peek. Alrighty, so we have Enchanted Adventures. Okay. All right. Ooh, they got a little jumble. So we have, looks like Clea's Wrath is the first one. So it looks like Island Volcano Adventure. Yep. And then we have our middle scenario, which is Frenzy at the Amusement Park. We play as a kid, trying to get in the best last day at the amusement park before it packs up and leaves town. And then we have scenario 3, which is Curse on Camelot. Merlin's apprentices returning from a long journey. There's an eerie silence as we go through different rooms of the castle. Very cool. So yeah, in case you're not familiar with how Unlock works, there's a companion app that works with it, but most of the actual interaction is on the cards themselves, which is really nice. And I'm definitely somebody who's allergic to kind of like app-driven games. But Unlock does it in a way that's really inconspicuous and really just facilitates what's happening at the table without distracting too much from it. So I'm very excited to jump into these 3 new scenarios here. They look super fun. Every single scenario I played from Unlock just has a unique flavor. There have been a couple where I'm like, they're like every now and then there's a puzzle where I'm like, really? But overall, I think everything really comes together really nicely with a lot of these puzzles. So yeah. And then there's like an easy, medium, and difficult puzzle in each of the boxes or scenarios, if you will. So there's that. Let's see. Okay, let's do the small one. Biggest to smallest. So I also, speaking of Button Shy, picked up a copy of Fantasy Form. I did a preview of this on the channel as well back in the day when it was being released. And that's what's in this wallet is the expansion collection. So this is based off of the same or similar system as Spaceship from Button Shy. And essentially you are going through, ooh, this has a mini expansion in it. Well, I guess if anybody wants the Frozen Over mini expansion, I have an extra copy because I have the full expansion collection here too. But essentially you're playing as an adventurer going through and trying to defeat these different or overcome these different scenarios using potions, evaluating the market and the events that come up. And then you're fighting against these different golems and the Dark Alchemist, who is your rival. Very cool. The preview copy didn't have all of the art for the characters yet, so I'm excited to see like what the game looks like with all that full art. So we have our different golems, as well as some companions, etc. Yeah. Okay, and there's our alchemist. Ooh, mysterious. They have their face enshrouded in potion smoke. Very cool. I like that quite a bit. All right. Interestingly enough, too, that's one of the things that I always think about when it comes to games. I've realized that I'm very turned off by games where you play as a specific character. Does that make sense? So this really appeals to me. As I'm opening up the expansion collection, we can get into that too. For example, I love Dark Souls, I love Bloodborne, but you don't really have like a character. But then Sekiro, which is from the same video game company from Software, you play as like an actual character with a backstory. I'm like, I'm not about it. So I don't know. This is really nice for my taste. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep those couple of cards that you need for setup each game in one side and put these here. And then we have Oh, some mini expansions. So we have Ripped Apart, Frozen Over, and Burned Away. So different elementals. It looks like ice, fire, and arcane magic or something like that. We have some upgrade cards for both of these, or for all of these. So yeah, it just adds new cards for Frozen Over. And then for the other two, there are some slight gameplay modifications that are added in here. So we have like, ooh, we have a new golem, as well as some new items and cards, which is, ooh, I love that. Oh, I love that so much. All right, wonderful. I'm gonna just shove these all in the same wallet. Maybe not the best method for maintaining the integrity of the wallet. However, it's my game, I can do what I want. So I know that Spaceshift has a lot of expansion content. So that I do have. I think I took it all out of the wallets and put it in a little whatchamacallit, like plastic case, just so I have everything together. But I think this one will fit here, at least without sleeves. It's a little thick, but I think we'll survive. So yeah, very excited to check it out. I haven't gotten to try the expansion content yet, so especially excited to delve into that because I really like the system. We're gonna do it this way, I think, just to save some space and what have you. Okay, cool, good, great. So there we have Fantasy Form with the expansion content. Again, if anybody needs the Frozen Over expansion, I have an extra. Thank you, Noble Knight. I feel like every time we do an unboxing stream, there's always at least like one little goodie or extra, whether it's sleeve cards or a mini expansion or promo. I can't state enough. I love buying these games. Okay, next up, let's do these two. All right, so I don't know much about them, but we have duos and fives. So these are, from what I can tell, because they also have like No Thanks and some other games, I believe these are, whatchamacallit, reprints, new publisher. These are games that already existed, and then CMKY Games picked them up as part of this line of games. It's like card games. I think. I'm not sure about all the titles, but I know that No Thanks was a really popular game, and then they printed it similar to these ones. So I think that's what these are as well. So let's see. We'll start with duos. So I'll admit these games are the box is much larger. I envisioned a small box card game. So that'll be interesting to see how it looks like inside of here. Oh no, might have to buy another game. Oh no, yeah. Oh, poor me. Life is hard. All right, so yeah, they have a whole line of these like little, I think they call it their like magenta line of games. Ooh, pinching. Okay, so this one is duo. Let's see. How do I, oh gosh, do I push here? What's happening? Yeah, I do push there. Okay, good, great. So it has this sleeve, which I don't know about that, but it says pass your partner the perfect card. It's 4 to 6 players, 30 minutes, ages 8 and up, mood, cozy and collaborative. Okay. And then we have this like lid that opens too. Oh my goodness, this is very excessive. That's kind of nice. That little tuck in there. So it's a game where you and your partner are helping each other craft the perfect hand of cards. So is it even players only, I'm wondering? How to play 2, advice 3, credits 4. All right, I'm not a fan of the oversized. If I'm being honest, I might, if I end up liking and keeping these games, I'm probably just going to take out the insert and put these in baggies and see how many of these I can fit in one box. Looks like probably 3. Yeah, because this is very excessive. But we have our cards. So it looks like these are the pairs of cards that you can put together. And then here are the actual cards themselves. Wow, those are really excessive. So I'm hoping that the game is fun. I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of, again, how like oversized and over the top the packaging and everything is, but we'll see. Maybe the game's good. Maybe I can just keep one box and shove them all in there. If y'all have played any of these games, whether they're the CMKY like published versions or otherwise, that you think are good or that I should check out, let me know. I'm excited about like the team gameplay and making sets for this one. But again, we'll have to see how that plays out with the other games. Wow. And this like, am I doing this right? I don't know. This is not. Okay. So there's duos. And then let's check out, this one is 5. So I think this one's kind of trick taking, 3 to 4 players, 30 minutes, 8 and up. Modern twist on classic trick taking games like Cards and Spades. Instead of playing a card face up, you can play it face down as a 5. You're trying to get all your winning cards to add up to 25. So you're trying to win without busting. 5s, 5, 5s across the board. Interesting. So I like trick taking games. This one seems, it kind of reminds me of, what is it? 5 Cucumbers, 5 Pickles, the Freedom and Freezer game. There's something about 5s with that one too. Is this what that's based off of? I don't know. I should probably do a little more research. I just had them in my cart for so long because they looked interesting. Okay. Oh, also I need to add these to BGG. Okay. Oh, this one has more stuff in it. What's happening? Okay. So we have our rule book. Pretty straightforward looking. Okay, good, great. All right, and this one's 3 to 4 players. I think so. Yeah. And then we have our cards here. So just different colors and numbers, very large. Again, I almost wish if they were doing a line of games, if they had like cards you could use for the different games, but what do I know? And then we have our little baggie here, which has something in it. Oh, they're just point tokens. How I feel about that. So very chunky, very nicely produced, but I know I'm personally just going to use clays. These feel very excessive for just like a little card game. So yeah, we'll see. I do like the paper bag though. That's a nice touch. All right. So I'm gonna try to get some of these played tonight / this weekend for like birthday gaming celebration stuff. So I will report. We'll report back post haste. Is that the term? All right. And we have 2 more just little games in here. Yeah. Save this one for last. Okay, next one we have Emperor Penguin's nephew, I can't speak. Frozen Shines, the Emperor Penguin's nephew. From Left Justified Studio. I don't know much about this game. I saw it when I was at Noble Night in person. And it looked super cute and it had a decent rating and I was like, I don't know, it's cheap. I just, whatever it is, I need it. Look at the little guy. Look at him. So yeah. 2 to 5 players, ages 9 and up, 15 minutes. Love to see it. If one thing is good, 3 things are great. You're a royal helper trading frantically not to acquire the most valuable treasures, but simply to get as many as you can. Can you trade a diamond for a pointy stick, a fancy shell, and a hat? The Emperor Penguin's nephew will be delighted. So this is a very maximalist approach to set collection. Yeah, so doing a little bit like cake and game things with some friends tonight. And then I have some other mystery plans with my partner tomorrow, I'm being told. And then Saturday, doing board games and brunch and food stuff with my partner and my board game bestie. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of games throughout the whole weekend, hopefully. Which is nice because I haven't been able to play games that much. Like last month, I only had so many plays. Wow, these are so cute. Notably, because of all the tendon issues, it's like my wrist here and then my fingers in this hand are all jacked up. I couldn't even like hold cards in my hand after a few weeks of resting. Like I couldn't, so we're much improved, right? But like even just doing this, I couldn't do that. It was a no-go. It was bad. So we're much improved. But it's been a slow process. So I'm just excited to, you know, be able to play some games this weekend. and hopefully not increase my recovery time doing so. Yeah, okay, so some of these have some special powers and things. We have some nice little reference cards. Oh, the backs of the cards are so cute. We have our little fishies. Ah, I love the box size too. Very cute. Oh, and then we have our rules. There we go. Oh no, his young nephew is very enthusiastic, but a little bit dim. Shiny jewels are good, but he can't help himself from liking anything else equally. Cute. Very simple rules. Very excited to try this one out. Hey, thanks, Chris. Good to see ya. All right, so we have Frozen. I don't know why I can't say the word frozen. Frozen Shines. There we go. Okay, and we have one smallish game, last but not least. Last minute from Impatience Games. If y'all didn't see it, I did a solo playthrough of Ravel from Impatience Games just like a week ago or so. Super fun solo game. Definitely check it out. So this is a 1 to 4 player, excuse me, player cooperative game where you're trying to defuse a bomb together. 10 minutes, ages 8 and up. All right, wait, before I do this, I'm gonna add this to, I need to add these to BGG. I always forget. All right, so we have, how about y'all? Any fun plans for the weekend? Or any fun board game plans coming up soon? I feel like convention season is going to be starting up soon. Unlock Enchanted Adventures, we have duos. The local convention that I've talked about here on stream that I've been going to for a while, this is my first year not going just because of some of the challenges with logistics, but also for some reason the past like 2 or 3 years they've scheduled it on Valentine's Day weekend. Like what? There's so many other free weekends in the year. I feel like I don't know why they insist on doing it Valentine's Day weekend. So I will not be going to any sorts of conventions anytime soon that I know of. And then the other local convention that I had been going to moved from being like an hour away all the way to up in Wisconsin. And I was like, I don't know. Which is not that far, but kind of a bummer because I did like going to that one. Oh, why is Frozen Shines not coming up? Frozen Shinies! Oh, I can't read. Oh no. All right, let's put that one in there. And then we got some Button Shine, Fantasy Form. Did I type it wrong? Is it one word? Is that why? My goodness, BGG. Can we like maybe not be so picky about spelling? Also, question, as I'm adding this, if y'all get like an expansion collection for a game, do you just log that you own the expansion collection, or do you do each expansion separately? What is the proper method? Because both are in here, for example, for Fantasy Form, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I have all these expansions, but do I just put the that one? I don't know. All right, and then I think tides. Did I add tides already? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then we have last minute. We'll add this one as well. It was on my wish list. Take it off the wish list. Put it into own. All right. Okay, what? On BGG it says 1 to 5 players. Community says 1 to 4, and on here it says 1 to 4. So I wonder if that's like a typo on BGG. Anyway, Impatience Catalog 2025. Very cool. Ooh, we may have. Spoiler alert. We may have these 2 games coming in for reviews on the channel. Just FYI, pretty exciting stuff. So Stay tuned for that. So cute. All right. Setting this aside for junk journaling. All right. An elite bomb squad with little time to defuse a series of dangerous devices before everything goes, you know. Will this be your last minute? Solo co-op game plays in real time. Oh, you love to see it. Y'all, I don't think there could ever be enough games that are about defusing bombs. I just love real-time games about defusing bombs. There's like a couple little Japanese ones I played. There's another, or not even real-time, cooperative, what have you. Obviously, Kane Clanko games like Fuse. Wow, cute. Oh my gosh. I love that. Very nice. Very excited. All right. So let's see if we can open this up. Slowly. Oh wow, they all have different like settings. This one's like an alchemy bomb. This one's like a kid's toy bomb. This one's piranha bomb. A phone. A birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Check it out. Ooh, alien. Lab rats. A little like minesweeper bomb. Cute. We're putting the birthday. I mean, it's very topical, but also look at this guy. He's cute. I'm putting the birthday one on top. Ta-da. Okay, and then we have some tokens, our cards. See the cards. Can I find the tab? Oh, yes, it's sticking up. You can actually access it. Pet peeve, y'all ever get these ones that have the like little tabs on them, but then the tabs aren't actually separated enough to where you can grab them, and then it just is more frustrating than if it didn't have the tab. Okay, so these are different wires. It looks like they have different values. Ooh, so it's like number sequencing, 1 to 59. Oh, that's the countdown for the number of seconds. Ah, I'm getting it. Y'all, I might have played a game once or twice in my life before. I don't know if y'all know. There are use cards, and then we have little time sequence tokens and our little timers here. We'll punch these out. Hey, it's called Fashionably Late. Birthday on top. Yeah. Well, if it plays to 5, we will. But if it plays to 4, then I don't know. We might be a little limited. We'll see. Oh my gosh. I feel like the world's biggest wimp. I can't open jars. I can't open bags. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you saw Nobu, but oh, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you. Gonna try to have a blast tonight and all weekend. We're gonna keep it going as long as we can. I'm not usually big on celebrating my birthday, but 2026 has kind of been a crappy start to the year. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna go hard the whole weekend, because I don't know. We need to like do a hard 180 on some of the nonsense that happened earlier in the year. Just saying. But yeah, the pink games I hope are fun, but these boxes, I'm not gonna lie, they're obnoxious. Not in color, just in size and how the things are in there. So we'll see. They're currently on thin ice, but hopefully the games are really good. All right. Does it say in here whether it's I should probably go from front to back, but you know, okay, so there are different challenge levels that you can do. Interesting. Okay. So there are trainings and then actual operations up to level 4. Okay, okay. I don't know why it says up to 5 players on BGG. This says 1 to 4 everywhere that I can see. Huh. Well, there you have it. Still play solo though, which I'm really excited about. Yeah, I opened it up, especially the one for duos. It's literally just like a giant piece of cardboard insert and then like a tiny thing of oversized cards. All right, we'll do a quick review of all the games here, and then we'll wrap up. So we work in reverse. Sure, why not? So we have Last Minute from Inpatient Games, 1 to 4 players cooperative. You're defusing a bomb in real time. We have I don't know why I can't pronounce a Z. Frozen Shinies, not Shines, with our little doof of Emperor's Nephew Penguin, who's trying to collect as many things as possible. 2 to 5 players, ages 9 and up, plays in just 15 minutes. We have some other, we'll go small to big. We have a couple of Button Shy titles. Embers from Stephen Armini, which is the collection, which is a tower defense game for Stoking Fire. Solo party video on this if you want to check it out more. And then we have Fantasy Form, which is hand management, resource management, along with the expansion collection, which has Frozen Over, Burned Away, and Ripped Apart. Also have a solo party video on this one if you want to check it out more, based on a similar setup, or like Universe's spaceship, not Universe, but the mechanics. What's the other word? And then we have Tides, Buried Treasure, expansion to the wonderful solo 2-player game Tides. Also have a video on that from way back in the day on the channel. Yeah, this one, because it has the full expansion collection in it. It's pretty chunky, and this is one of their chunkier titles just in general, even with just the base game. So really excited to see what the expansions add. Spaceship was your first ever game? That's crazy. That's awesome. I still need to play through all the expansion content for it. And then we have from our friends over at DVC Games, PAX, which is a 2-player game that plays in about 20 minutes. It is I Cut You Choose mixed with some area control in a Celtic theme. So I am super excited to get into this one. Again, it's like with area control, it's one of those games where I probably wouldn't have picked out for myself. But now that I'm saying more about it, I'm like, okay, yeah, that sounds really legit. So very, very excited. And thank you again to DVC Games for sending us a copy to check out. And then we have our Magenta games from CMKY Games, the publisher. We have duos and 5s. So we have cooperative and management, 4 to 6 players, 30 minutes. And then we have trick taking, 3 to 4 players in 30 minutes. We'll see. Not a fan of the packaging, but excited about the games themselves. And then we have, last but not least, my favorite series of escape room games. We have the Unlock Enchanted Adventures, which is the newest 3 scenarios featuring, whoa, the box lid is upside down. Hold, please. Wait a minute. Oh, because the insert is upside. What kind of monster puts the insert upside down? I'm sorry, what? Let's try this again. Are y'all this crazy too? Oh, sorry. Crisis averted. Unlock Enchanted Adventures, which features Kalea's Wrath, Frenzy at the Amusement Park, and The Curse on Camelot. There we go. Oh, all the expansions. I would like to know, let me know over in Discord what your recommendation is for like best expansion mixes. If you have any recommendations. I'm definitely very like maximalist when it comes to expansions. Like all of the Shadi Torbay games, I'm like, it comes with 6 mini expansions, mix and match. What does match mean? You mean mix? Just throw them all in. Yeah, the unlocks are really good. You should try them if you want to do room escape stuff. Very A+ from me. Yeah, that's my big thing too. I've never been to a real escape room because I'm like, but 6 people can play 3 adventures instead of like the price of my ticket for 1 escape room, maybe. So yeah. Anyway, and that is about it for today. Thank you all for being here live. Thank you if you're watching in the future. Again, a huge shout out to Noble Knight Games for sending copies of all these wonderful games and being so flexible with us here on the channel and such a great support. I've said it a lot of times before, but they are the absolute best. So if you guys are looking for some deals on new and used games, link down in the description. Get yourself a My Birthday treat. But that link does directly support the channel too, not just brownie points, like an actual real, we can get more games, the more y'all shop with them. And so thank y'all in advance too for being here. Yeah. Ugh. Mold infested basements and strobe lights. Yeah, I would like to go to an escape room someday. I don't know, maybe next year birthday. We'll make a plan. But yeah, I think that's about all the time we have for today. I'm gonna get to reading some rules so I can hopefully get some of these games played sooner than later. Maybe this weekend, fingers crossed. And I'll for sure be letting y'all know about my first thoughts, maybe some solo party videos on some of these that are soloable. Definitely some posts on Instagram, so stay tuned for all of that. Hope everybody has a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Yay, Fantasy Farm! I think they have a copy at Noble Night. When I looked, there were a couple. So there you go. All right. Thanks as always for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Bye.